Morning. I am Dr. Wilhelmina, and I'm here to present to you about sleep. So, I know many of you have experienced what I've experienced, and that's sleep evading me for different reasons, right? So, my issue with sleep, I'll just tell you that first, is the travel. I travel so much with work. Now we're coming out of some of the restrictions for COVID or the pandemic. We're able to get to all the locations that we need to go to. So I'm out traveling. Some of them have totally different time schedules than we do, a different time zone, like crazy, crazy time zone. So when I come back home and try to adjust, it's difficult. So, I was thinking about sleep would be a good subject. I see a lot of posts. People post about, um, "Why am I still up?" They have insomnia, whatever, that's when I'm up too, so I see it or there are things that, I do in my behaviors which aren't really good. So, one of the things I do sometimes I'll wake up, go to the bathroom. I can't stop that, right? And come back and look at my phone, and that's a lit object, and it's bad enough I'm going to the bathroom, turning on the light, come back, I'm looking at that lit object, it's even making me more alert. I might look at it and see what's going on, I might even respond, so that's getting my brain just, alert and active, and I'm doing what's probably not good for my sleep because now I gotta take away from that phone and go back to sleep, and I'm thinking about whatever I saw on the phone or whatever I responded to or didn't respond to. Now that's in my mind. So now I've got, maybe worries, maybe thoughts, whatever, ruminating in my mind when I need to sleep. So, why is sleep important? So, sleep allows our body to rest and recharge. It makes us ready for the next day, and gets us more alert so that we can handle the day. We wake up and we're ready for the day. So, that's the reason why sleep is important for us. I wonder if any of you out there have had issues with sleep and if they've made you drag, when you can't sleep, or maybe you got things going on your mind and they're hanging in there, like maybe you have trouble getting there. And then you wake up in the morning, you haven't slept well, you haven't got good deep sleep, and you're dragging and having to go into that work office. And you don't want to be bothered with anybody. Where's my coffee? Mm, I've been there. So I'm going to put on my glasses so I can see my notes because this is all about notes. I am not the expert on sleep, obviously, but I do have the information. I know where to get it. So let me give you some tips because these videos are short. And so it's going to be quick. If you want to write it down, you can watch the video again if you need to. Let me give you the tips. So if you're having issues with sleep, first of all, set a schedule. Go to sleep at the same time each day. Now, that's difficult when you're traveling like I am. You have to kind of adjust to the new schedule. But since I know I'm going to be there for a week, I need to go ahead and adjust. But for most people, they're not doing that. So set a schedule and get no more than 8 hours of sleep, but go to bed at the same time each night. Make sure that you're hitting it. Or if you're opposite way around, you're working nights, make sure you hit it at the same time on that day. Um, also, um, don't shift that time for more than an hour. So you go to bed at the same time every day, get your no more than 8 hours, and don't shift it more than an hour from when you normally go to sleep. So setting a schedule, number one. Don't let anything get you off your schedule. Try your best to stay on that schedule. Um, you want to pay attention to what you eat. And by the way, I'll tell you, I got this article from the Mayo Clinic online. There were 6 steps to better sleep. So pay attention to what you eat. Uh, don't go to bed hungry. That keeps you up. If you're like me, I love to eat. So, and if I'm hungry, my stomach's growling. I'm paying attention to my stomach. I'm not able to relax and go to sleep. So pay attention to what you eat. And you don't want to go to bed stuffed? A couple reasons. One is that it's hard to sleep, but the other thing is also that, remember, you don't want to eat past a certain hour, and I believe it's 7, um, to not put the pounds on. Hey, Miss Tucker. Miss you, Alfie Joy. Thanks for joining. So, um, yeah, pay attention to what you eat. Nicotine and caffeine. If you use nicotine or caffeine, they can keep you awake also. It takes hours for that to wear off. So try not to do that. I'm coming down close, not to the end, but the next tip, the environment. To have a restful environment, you might want to have it cool, dark, and quiet. So you can always put blankets on. If it's too hot, you can't sleep. You're flipping the blankets off, and if you're going through menopause and you're off and on with the blankets, that keeps you up. So try to have a cool environment. Can't help you with the menopause. That happens. We just have to deal with it. And then lit light emitting screens, like I was talking about earlier, like the phone, your TV. If you go to sleep with the TV and it is still on, it's emitting light. That keeps you from being able to sleep well. So remember that. Also, exposure to light. So it's not just the light screens, the phone, the TV. If you have a light on in another room, and I literally did that last night. So I had my pillow sitting up next to me, pushed back, blocking the light because I had the light on in the other room, and I was just too lazy to get up and go turn it off. So I slept with that light on. So I had to block it so I can get my good sleep. And then you might want to use dark room shades. You know how you can put those on your windows? You might want to try also um, earplugs and a fan. A fan can keep your room cool. Also, limit naps during the day. If you sleep during the day, it's going to be hard to sleep at night for most people. Not everybody. Some people can sleep anytime. But yeah, so you want to don't have things interfere with your sleep that's going to happen at nighttime. Okay, last one. No, second to last. Physical activity. So having some type of physical activity helps you to sleep better. Uh, so if you're being active, I'm not saying working out extra hard, but maybe you want to do that. But just being active, getting up and going, and not just sitting on your tail all day, that helps you to sleep better. It promotes better sleep. And avoid being active close to bedtime. That might be hard for some people for obvious reasons, but avoid being active close to when you want to go to sleep because you're all ramped up. Sometimes you fall asleep after being active, depends on what you're doing, but we're not going to get into that. So the next one mm, is the last one, and it's about worries. I talked about that a little bit in the beginning. If you have worries, you have things going on, if you can resolve them, you know how they say don't go to bed angry when you're married or you're in a relationship with a partner, not going to bed angry. That's a part of that, not going to bed with that anger, resentment or whatever. That might keep you up. You might be thinking about ruminating over those thoughts of whatever happened. So if you can resolve it, that's wonderful. If you can't, if you can just set it aside till the next day, realize you can deal with it tomorrow and go ahead and try to get that sleep on. But know that worries can keep you up and keep you from sleeping. I know there are times when I've woke up early in the morning, like 5 o'clock in the morning, thinking about whatever that worry was. And it's on. After that, there's no sleeping. Or I've come to some of my better ideas at that time in the morning when I'm fresh. I've had a good night's sleep. I wake up at that time and I'm like, oh, that's a good resolution to whatever the issue is. So sleep really helps you rest your mind, recharge the body, rest the whole body and recharge. So the last thing is also in that area, and it's that stress management might help. You might want to take a class, you might want to go online, look up stress relief, look up, maybe there's some online classes on stress management, on how to manage the stress in your life, and that will help you with sleep also, because usually when you have an issue with stress, sleep does not come easy. So that is all that I have. I have no products to show you today. That was not the intent today to share any products with you. But if you have a question about anything that's a product, let me know and give me feedback on what you think about the information I gave you about sleep. Hopefully it's helpful. All right. I'm Dr. Wilhelmina. Thank you for watching. And if you watch on replay, please put hashtag replay. And also, one more thing, please go to YouTube and follow me and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.